Hey guys, Daniel with Security Alarm. Today I want to go over how to install your 5816 door sensor. Looks like this right here, and they can also be used on Windows as well. This is the transmitter. This is the brains to the sensor, and there's a battery that can be installed in that, that will be installed in it. And the second part to that is a magnet that will line up with the 5816, and when the two are separated, that's what generates an alarm. There's also a spacer for the magnet if needed that comes in the box. Two screws. The smaller screws are for the magnet, and the two larger screws are for the transmitter. The battery that you will install in the transmitter is a lithium CR123 battery. And it also comes with some double back tape if you choose to use that for mounting instead of the screws. I also have two tools that we'll need: a small flat screwdriver as well as a standard Phillips screwdriver. The first thing you're going to want to do before you actually go to the door to mount the sensor is take the sensor in your hand, and there is a tab located on one end of the transmitter. You're simply going to press in with a small screwdriver, and the halves will separate. So there's going to be a cover that pops off. And you'll notice inside there's a spot where your battery will go, indicated with positive and negative markings. The most tricky part about taking these apart, if you look inside the transmitter, in the corner down here, there's a little tab. If you take a small screwdriver and press in, you can separate the mounting plate from the transmitter. They just slide apart once you've pressed in that little tab. I also want to show you guys, when you go to mount this device on your window or your door, that the magnet needs to line up with two little raised dashed lines on the side of the transmitter. The magnet will line up with those. You don't want to have those too far apart. You also don't want them touching. So don't have them touching. And then a good rule of thumb is you don't want to be able to put your finger in between them. So if you can put your finger in between, it's a little too far. You know, somewhere between a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch is a good distance. Alright, so when you get ready to mount your transmitter on the door, keep in mind that you are going to want those raised notches to line up with the magnet. So what you'll want to do first is hold your sensor up to the door and kind of get an idea of where you would like to mount it. What I like to do is go ahead and put the cover on the transmitter, hold it up, open the door. You'll notice that a lot of trim is angled, and so you want to be careful not to get it too close so that when that door opens it does not hit your transmitter. That will break the cover off. So, you know, get it close but not too close to where they're hitting. Alright, once you've found the correct positioning for your sensor, you'll want to go ahead and mount the back plate. In this example, I'm going to be using the double back tape that comes in the box. I've adhered that to the back of the mounting plate. I'm simply going to remove the paper from the back, and we're going to apply the back plate to the door frame. You'll notice this tab that sticks out here is the side where the magnet will line up, so we have the back plate oriented correctly. We'll go ahead and take the transmitter, and we've got the battery installed. The cover needs to be put back in place. To do that, you'll want to hinge the bottom and then snap the top into place. Again, we've got our two notches that line up. Go ahead and stick that onto the back plate. Pull down until you hear it click. Once again, check to make sure that you have good clearance between your door and your transmitter, which we do. Take your magnet. I've adhered the double back tape to the magnet. Remove the paper. Make sure you have it lined up with your sensor. Hold for a few seconds and release. And you have your transmitter and your magnet installed. Again, I can't get my finger between there. There's not too large of a gap, and they are not hitting. And that is how to properly install your 5816 door sensor. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope that was beneficial. And if you have any questions, make sure to check out our website, securityalarm.com, or give us a call at 618-548-5768. Thanks.